We are live. Ty, please take it away, brother.
Heavenly Father, we come to you in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. We give thanks for the success of Ethan Van Sciver's Cyber Frog campaign. We give thanks for the Comicsgate community. Protect us, lead us, guide us. In Jesus Christ's loving name, amen.
Amen.
Hail Caesar.
Amen.
Hail Comicsgate, hail the Warcampaign, hail Caesar victorious. Thank you very much, Tyler. Thank you, brother, for leading us into prayer. I asked Tyler specifically tonight to lead us into prayer. I thought it was an important day for this.
We had to cleanse all that satanic shit from Deadwood Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, truly blessed.
We are truly blessed.
Nothing good is possible without God. And this is a good day.
Hail, brother. That's beautiful. I love that, man. I love God. I love God. I hate Satanism. I hate Satan. Satan is he's like a Raksha, right? Raksha is an Indian word for a demon. I hate Satanism. I love God. I love Jesus. Hail, brother. All right, let me see here. We got Black Daddy, first super chat of the night for $2. Hail Caesar. Hail Warcampaign. Hail the motherfucking brother. Chimera for $2. Light your nipples on fire. Hail, Chimera. Hail, brother.
That's an old Dwarfsky move.
Wrong. Yeah, wrong channel, brother.
Holy fuck. All right, let me take a look over here. We got Mr. Big. Poppy tells me to run from the devil. Hail God. Hail Jesus. Hail, brother. All praise be to God, says Shaggy Cuz. Angry Outer Six Frog. Man, fantastic is absolutely incredible today, isn't it? Let me take a look over here at the campaign. Look at this. Holy fuck.
Damn.
Wow, 270. Wow, Hail Caesar. Look at that.
Hail Caesar. Beautiful.
I thought Comicsgate was dead. I thought all his fans, he pushed them away. What the hell?
40% of his fans, 40%.
Incredible.
Maybe he gained 40%. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Poppy F me Ross says Triple R. Face of Methwin. Holy shit. That's it. Brad Noble. That's DJ D. Hail, brother. 270. Holy shit. TS-Tify HD. Refresh it. He says. All right. Let me see.
Wait, did you say Brad Noble was DJ D?
No, they're cousins. They're cousin brothers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see here. 270, 805, 21, 24 backers. That's incredible, man. Caesar is killing it, says Black Daddy. Gark777. Comics Gay is dead. David Smith, 100K in 15 minutes. Andina Palacio, if Ro hates Satan, why does he look like Lucifer? Phil Jock, CG is dead. Dookie Ranger, he says, hold on a second, where are you, Dookie Ranger? I lost you. Dookie Ranger, 200K in less than 2 hours. That's right, I was there, man. I was watching it.
Amazing.
I was smoking, so I was pretty quiet in the chat. I was just smoking like my pipe, and I just was puffing, and I was watching this, and I was just thinking in my head, man, this is incredible. And all I had was, I never really copy and paste in chat, right? But today I was, because I was just writing Hail Caesar Victorious. I mean, what other words do you have to write when you're watching this thing happen in real time? It's fucking beautiful. It's incredible.
And you were typing Poppy Don't Preach.
Yeah, that was after. That was after. That was like a couple hours later, man. I did a bit of a workout, came back up, right? And then I saw Poppy on the stream. So then I kind of, I went into the whole Poppy.
Good one.
Holy shit, 270K, says Mighty Wolf. Hail, brother. That was amazing. Says Bronson Grill. Bronson Grill, thank you, brother, for, first of all, you made an intro for us, and you made a video for me. You really honored me. Thank you, brother. It was
Robra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Holy cow. Yeah, in my opinion, that's a leading candidate for memographer of the year right there, the Bronson Gorilla. So that was awesome. Giving Mr. Yanafui a run for his money early on in the in 2020.
Yeah, I want to know you.
What happened to Yanafui? He's kind of dropped off, hasn't he?
I haven't seen him for a while, but I haven't been on Twitter, so
I think Road chastised him.
Yeah, the jib jab. I think the jib jab may have undone him.
Oh. Come back, Yanafui. We love you, brother.
That's it. Hold on a second here. I'm going to start up a Hangouts for Caesar. Why a Hangout? So that we can see him on the screen. I'm really hoping that he comes on the actual screen. You know what I mean? I want him to come
Well,
on.
yeah, I mean, I think today the human sunbeam is glowing, and we would love to bask in it. You know?
Yeah, we want to see
it.
your face, Caesar. So I mean, you got to do that for the fans. You know what I mean? It's not for me for some strange request.
Right. He's not going to ask you to take off your shirt. I don't think.
No, come on. No, not at all. Not at all. So this is it. Let me see here. We got Ryan Magus. Yunifwe's okay. Chile has been rough lately. Fuck. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, we wish him the best.
Man, it's rough out there. It's rough out there in the world today. You got coronavirus out there. I want to say that anybody out there who's feeling the mental strain of coronavirus right now, toughen up, okay, because life is only going to get harder. It never is easy. Be ready for anything. Ty, talk to the people out there who are worried, brother.
Yeah, that's the worst that you got to worry about. I mean, you got it made. I mean, the only way you got to worry about this is if you're over 80, probably. So, I mean, if you're over 80, DM me and I'll try to talk you through it. But other than that, you probably don't have nothing to worry about.
And if you're struggling with the fear of the
lot of
coronavirus, just stay
on
inside.
Twitter, I'm sure.
Just stay
A lot of
inside. You
80-year-olds.
know, you don't have to change your Twitter habits up or anything.
Listen, you don't need...
I mean, like Kurt Busiek, you know, Ron Mars, guys like that. There's old Marvel writers that are always bitching on Twitter, so they might be worried.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Fear is in the mind. What's that line that they said in Dune? You guys read Dune? You know Frank Herbert?
Nah.
What's
No,
wrong with you?
I haven't read it.
no,
I've seen the movie.
What's wrong with you, man? You fucking nerds. Get with the fucking program, man. Holy shit. Pan, what about you, man? Tell me you read Dune, man. Arrakis.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, man.
No.
God. Man. Jeez Louise. You know what? I don't even know what to do with you guys anymore. Frank Herbert wrote...
You're into sci-fi more than everyone else, brother.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
That's right. Oh, hail Caesar. Hail Caesar victorious.
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Campaign. Cheers. I got my R2D2 ice cube. Having a little of
Nice.
this having a little of this rye that Cecil sent me. And what
Wow.
a day. All our enemies are routed
Congratulations.
and in disarray. Comicsgate stands above their fallen corpses. Where are they today? Where are these voices? Where are you, Preston Poulter? Where are you? Where are you, Renfamus? Where are you, Mike S. Miller? Where are you, Methwin? Come before me now. Kiss my ring, kneel before me, and call me Caesar. Call me my lord. I have
Hail.
ascended.
Hail
Hail
Caesar.
Caesar. Hail.
Hail Comicsgate.
The frog
Never
of war.
question me again.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yes. Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
This is a
Congratulations.
cult. This is a cult, man. 110%. Well hung
Yeah.
and dung. He says, fear is the mind eater, you bitches. That's the line. You got it, brother. It's the little death. Hail, brother.
I like it.
Look at this mighty community.
It is incredible, man. It's incredible to see
Yeah.
368.
Look at this citizenry.
Caesar, people are, I mean, they're on a high right now.
That's what happens when you win. And you can look at Twitter right now, and you can look at all of the memes. These are people that won. These are people that know that they won and are celebrating. They're victorious. They told us we were over. Not only did we beat them, we utterly destroyed them. They are under the heels of our boots right now as we march, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hail.
Hail, Caesar. Absolutely.
Ethan, how good does it feel for the SJWs to beg at your feet for a truce, and then you shove this down their throat?
There will be no truce. There
Hail.
will be no truce.
No truce.
That's what I like to hear.
You heard it here.
What was that truce? I didn't understand. I mean, I heard Pan clipped a little bit of that the stream where you were talking about it, and I was watching most of it. I must have missed that part. I got up for a bit, but I mean, what were they even offering? What was that about?
She wanted him to use his platform for good. You know, that's what she was saying.
Isn't that what Caesar does every day?
I use my
Exactly.
platform for the glory of Comicsgate. That's what I use it
Exactly.
for. I use it to
Hail.
elevate those who have been trod upon by SJW scum weirdos like Mags Visaggio and her weirdo friends, who only just last week tried to destroy the beautiful Blake Northcott and deplatform her. tried to put Sean Gordon Murphy in an uncomfortable position at DC Comics where he belongs, drawing Batman comics.
Yep.
And now they come before us and ask us for pity. They ask us for mercy. Why? Because there's a plague, gentlemen. There is a plague. And this plague doesn't affect Comicsgate. We're immune to it. And they know it.
Oh.
The coronavirus can't hurt us. It will destroy their lives. It will eat at everything that they are, everything they depend on. It will starve them. There will be no more comic book conventions where these losers ply their grift. There will be no more comic conventions. Disney is closing down its theme parks. AT&T will be looking to cut fat. This is the end of them. And with one swift motion of Comicsgate's knife with Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet, we bled them out, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we win.
Absolutely incredible today. Absolutely incredible. I was watching that the first 2 hours. I think those were the first two momentous hours. And you were very thankful and grateful, and you were humble, actually, extremely humble.
Yeah, that's what I am.
As usual.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
full of humility.
That's normal
grace.
too.
that's right. Yeah.
When it comes to our community, I'm thankful.
You didn't know what to expect, no?
No, of course not. I had no idea. I can't take anything for granted. And that's where you go. That's where you go wrong when you are entitled. When you feel entitled to something, that's where you fail. That's where you slip and fall. Comic skaters should do the best product they know how to do. Do not half-ass it for this crowd of customers.
Right.
Put your heart into your work and humbly beg for their support. Don't beg for it. That's the wrong word. Sue for their support. Offer them a great product and tell them why it deserves their support. Talk about it every single day. Promote it, market it, and hope that they agree with you. Hope that they like it. But it's these people that feel entitled. Maybe it's because they're trust fund brats that have been given everything their whole lives on a silver platter. Maybe a combination of, being flattered that you're some kind of a spiritual leader and methamphetamines
Right.
has warped your brain.
Yep.
That's another thing that could happen. Or maybe it's just pride.
Mm-hmm.
All of these things lead to failure.
That's
Be
incredible
humble.
to see. Yeah, it was incredible to see today. I was just smoking my pipe and just watching that stream. And, I mean, there wasn't even much you could say. You know what I mean? I was watching. I mean, you had some guys in there. I mean, Micah, he kept nodding, right? He was just doing this the whole chat.
Oh yeah, Michael
Right.
was loving it. He was having a good time.
he was just nodding. And Adam Post, he was interrupting, as he does. And
Where were you, Ro? I mean,
I was watching, man. I was watching the whole thing, man. I'm sitting there in my solarium. I'm watching and I'm smoking my pipe, and I was like, I had so much smoke in my head, and I'm just watching this for 2 hours. This first 2 hours was fantastic, man. And to see your reaction the whole way through. You had your shirt on. You had your shirt. What was it? A button-up shirt, right? And you were just relaxed, man. But you were amazed. I could see that was palpable. Like you were actually astonished. When it hit 100K, what was that, in 20 minutes?
It was quick.
Yeah, it was amazing.
20 minutes, yeah.
1,000 backers in 30, 35, 36 minutes, I think.
Yeah, man. I was there the whole time. I'm always with you, Caesar. That's it. We're all of Warcampaign is always with you. Pan got in as quick as he could. I think he was one of the quickest to get in for the honeycomb box. What was it, Pan? What number did you come out as?
Oh man, I was quick, and I was like 487, I think. Just people were just buying it up, like it was,
Yeah.
people were loving it. We've been waiting for this, so
I'm telling you, man. Hold on a second. I got Mo Biggs. He says, "Holy F, refresh the page." All right, let's take a look here. Let's refresh the page. We're at 270, 805, 21, 24
Wow.
backers. Look at
What
them.
the hell?
282.
Somebody made a large purchase. Let's take a look and find out what it is. Scroll down.
nice.
No, it wasn't that. What? I thought somebody bought the cover. How did it jump up like that?
It's just so many people just swarming on it. Like people
Yeah.
We've been waiting,
Wait a
man.
second.
We've been waiting.
Oh,
Is
I
it-
have to refresh. Hold on. I didn't refresh. I just looked at you.
Okay.
I was at 271 last time I looked. 282. Somebody
Yeah.
bought the cover. Yep, cover art is sold at
Nice.
$1,000.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Congrats.
God
Incredible.
damn.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Let's find out who did that. I mean, if he's in the chat, let us know. I mean,
Hail.
brother.
Yeah, dox yourself, brother.
Well, dox your YouTube name, right? It's like, hail, brother. Let's give you some recognition of stuff.
This is incredible,
Dox yourself
man.
for Caesar.
How do you feel? How do you feel, Caesar? Tell us, man. How does it feel to be on top of the world?
It feels good, but look, we got a lot of work to do. This is just the beginning, guys. Wow, I can't believe that. That's incredible. Somebody bought the cover.
Nice.
We have a lot of work to do. We have a goal of $10 million, and that $10 million has to be reached by the end of the year. So I ask you, what are you doing? What are you out there planning on doing right now? What comic book are you planning on producing? I've got John Malin committing to do Graveyard Shift 3 in June. When John, he's a big player. He's out there. When John Malin does Graveyard Shift 3, I need Comicsgate to support the living hell out of that.
Oh yeah, we're
find
definitely
out.
going to support him 110%, man. We can't wait. Yeah, definitely, man. John Malin, integral part of Comicsgate. All jokes aside, Poppy Malin, but definitely integral to Comicsgate. So we can't wait to support him. And so 10 million, that goal that you set, right? This goal is a goal for all Comicsgate together. Is that it?
All comic skaters. I think there's $10 million out there. And the reason why I think that is because that's 1% of the market share of the comic book industry. And I want to pull it out of the comic book industry. I want
Nice.
them right now while they're failing. I want them right now while they are in decline, while they're worried, while the coronavirus destroys all comic book conventions. I want them to say, what happened to $10 million? 1% of our market share. Comicsgate took it. Comicsgate took it, and we're buying bubblegum with it. That's what I want, and I think we can do it. I think it's entirely possible for us to do it. And then we should go for 2% next year.
Tell us
keep
about
growing.
your new look, Caesar.
In terms of just wearing like a jacket, a blazer.
No, like just the whole thing, like the whole style, the whole look you got going on. You've got now you're wearing typically a pendant, right? Right now you've got a cross on.
I'm thanking the Lord Jesus Christ. I got my cross on right now. Okay, and
Hail.
I wear a pendant because some wonderful fans who make jewelry made a CyberFrog pendant for me. I think it's upstairs right now. It's next to my bed. But it says, "In CG we trust," and that means a lot to me. It's a beautiful pendant. I'll wear it all the time. But I'm wearing my cross today because I got to thank the Lord Jesus Christ. And thank you for that prayer at the beginning of your stream. I thought that was appropriate. It's clear that God's watching over Comicsgate. God
Thank you,
loves
Ty.
Comicsgate. God prefers Comicsgate. God does not like those who slander Comicsgate.
That's
And I think that's become clear. If your life is becoming hard because you've slandered the name of Comicsgate, that's because God disapproves. Repent. Repent.
Yep. Hail God.
Amen.
Hail Jesus. Hail my brethren. Hail. Beautiful. I really like that. You know what, Ty? That was Ty's a very righteous and a strong believer, isn't it, Ty?
Well, I don't know about righteous, but strong believer, yes.
We're all sinners, aren't we, Ty?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Ty.
You know what?
Well, I
Today,
don't know about that either.
today really was the right day for this because, I mean, you got to be so thankful, so grateful, right? It's astonishing, man. I mean, and you didn't even the whole world, they're crying out there. You didn't let that. What I really enjoyed, this is something I got to say I really like, was that you didn't let it shake your resolve, right? No matter what's happening out there in the world today. You got coronavirus. You got all the fear. The panic is palpable when you walk the streets, right? When you go out there and you're driving around and you can see it in people's faces, in their eyes, and you didn't let that shake you. You didn't quaver. You didn't waver. How? Why? How did you get to that point mentally to be able to get through it?
A very spiritual equation, Ro. I live in my basement. I don't talk to people or interact with other human beings.
Come on, Caesar. Tell us what.
The bomb shelter you always needed and wanted.
Look, I don't worry about things that I can't control. I have no control over that. I have no control over the fate of the universe. The only thing that I can control is my product and my behavior and the work that I produce and my interaction with my customers. And my customers mean everything. They are at the center of my universe. And it goes like this. It's here's me. There's Andrea right next to me. There are my kids. And there's my customers. Right outside my family in terms of importance. Very, very important.
Beautiful.
And yeah, so you can't control everything. You can't control if you're going to get sick. And things happen. I mean, surprises happen along the way. Maybe we'll all get the coronavirus. I'm hoping that I don't. I would like to live through it.
You won't.
I want to go through. I don't want to get sick. I want to be the only one who doesn't get sick.
You got so many people praying for you. There's no way that you're going to get sick. We got Deadwood Dale for $2. I'm Team Mail-In now. Rose curry flavored soy. Hail, Deadwood Dale. Hail, brother. We got Justin McClure for $2. Caesar arrives when he effing wants. Hail, brother. Deadwood Dale. I'm making a dank anti-CG meme song for you, Uncle E. Oh, wow. Right on. Mortal Thinker for $2. Hail Caesar, bow before his glory and kiss the ring. Thank you, Mortal Thinker. Thank you, brother.
That's all I ever asked. Some people thought it was too much to ask, and I don't know why. All I ever asked was just bow, kneel, kiss the ring, and some people just wouldn't do it, and that's a shame. But bless their mess.
We got Big Ben Henderson. Ethan, you have crushed your enemies. Congrats, man. Hail, Ben. Hail, brother. Yeah.
Such bullshit. Just kidding, everyone. Thank you. I don't mean to be like this. It's funny, but I'm so grateful. Thank you guys. People who are watching this, 483 people watching this. We're humbled. We're grateful. The way that you guys came out to support Cyber Frog Wreck Planet is tremendous. And yes, it is funny to gloat. We will gloat. We're feeling a little gloaty. We're feeling a little smug right now as a community, as we should. I think we're entitled to that. But at the end of the day, it's humbling.
I think the people, you know what it is, and I got to say, Caesar, right now there's people out there. I'm thinking of a very special, man, lady that I know, and they right now they've been sort of in that space in between. They've been reading a lot of Reddit, right? So Reddit's like a forum full of autists on the internet, and they do this coronavirus stuff, like they talk about it and they have updates, and he's been feeling the weight of the world on his chest, and he couldn't breathe, right? And then when this happened, it's like his spirits, a weight was lifted off of him. It was that feeling of winning, the feeling of success and being part of your success, and that really elevated him. And he stood for the first time in about 4 days tall. He stood tall.
No, that's great. I completely believe that, and I understand that. I think this is something that everybody shares, and just based on my dad was down here, and my dad doesn't know Twitter, so I was explaining Twitter to him. He's like, maybe I should get on Twitter. No, Dad, no. But let me show you. Let me show you what this is doing for our community. It's people are acting as though we won the World Series right now, and that's how people feel. It's great. It's a great feeling. To be beaten down, to be the underdogs, to have people doubt you and try to suppress you, try to break your spirits, and then we succeed. And not only do we perform, we overperform. We perform past anyone's wildest expectations. It's amazing. Jeremy the Quartering said, you ain't going to make another $500,000 on your new campaign because Comicsgate is shrinking. I think we're going to make it by tomorrow. I mean, that's an extraordinary thing to say. I think in the first 24 hours, we made $500,000. Eat it, dude. Eat your words. That feels good. I mean, that feels good for everybody. Everybody's happy about that.
Well, that's it, because I think what it is that Comicsgate, I mean, you're the standard bearer for Comicsgate. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. And it's, I mean, to be a part of that right now, the people, I mean, I've never seen such enthusiasm in the people. You've got, of course, we've got all of our opponents who are in tears, but just for us, just the win, the feeling to be, your chest full of pride. This is what it's about. It really is that. I'm not even thinking about all those people. You know, the negative people outside of our sphere of success. That's what we're in. We're in a sphere of success. And I think you're at the center of it, and it's a great feeling. Ty, when you're low, brother, and you see something like this, what is that? What is that feeling that's passed from one man to another? What is that, brother?
Well, I mean, your friends, your colleagues, your associates, however you want to label it, you like to see him do well. And it feels great to see him do well. I mean, you contrast what he's saying, you know, that the fans, the community is important to him. Contrast that to what a guy like Ron Mars said about how the comic book shops are his customers, not the fans. And look at Ron Mars's current Kickstarter. He's got 86 backers. I mean, you know, a couple grand he's made on it, maybe, if that. I mean, compare the two campaigns. There's no comparison. There's enthusiasm here. Over there, they're dying. They're just like their creators over there. It's dying. We're not dying. We're growing. No matter how much they want to say we are. And they've spent a year doing it, trying to ruin this man, slandering him, libel, trying to ruin his brand, trying to convince everyone around him that it was shrinking, that this campaign wasn't going to do well. I mean, damn. Well done. Congratulations, Ethan. You deserve it. You earned this. You built this.
Well, you gave it to me, so thank you. I think I built a really good campaign that looks appealing. People really love that honeycomb box. That was a great concept that I had, and people absolutely love it. And I think it's really pushed my campaign to victory. But at the end of the day, it's the people in the chat. It's the fans that came through and supported it. And this is a victory, and it's a victory that we all share. Everybody contributed to this. And thank you. Thanks a million times. If this campaign keeps going the way this is, I told Andrea today. Andrea came downstairs like, like what is going? This is amazing. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna pay off the house if this keeps going the way this is. Nice. We're gonna be out of debt. I mean, it's you know, that's astonishing. This is gonna be a huge year for us. And that's the kind of security that people struggle and work really, really hard to achieve. But we you know, we're handing it out to each other here, and I think that's great. I think it's beyond great. It's amazing.
I think we are blessed. We are absolutely blessed. Nolan Nerd. Well, it's about time. Hello, Jackson. Hail, Jackson. Jackson is my son. He wanted a shout out. Hail, Row. Hail, Jackson. Hail, Jackson. Hail. Hail, our son, Jackson. Hail, brother. Hail, man. Children are a blessing, and on this auspicious day, I think it is definitely a day to be thankful for our children in our lives who are going to share this rebirth of an art form. That's what's going to happen here. They're going to be sharing that rebirth of an art form with us. My children are so excited about CyberFrog. You know, Caesar, they love it, man. They love this stuff. They've been excited about this for now about 2 solid years. I think 2 years ago I put up a video clip just of them just dancing around, man, being like super hyped up about Salamandroid. And I mean, you came up with the concept when you were what, about 22, 24? Well, how old were you?
I was 19 or 20. I know I was 19. I was 19 when I created CyberFrog.
Right on.
Yeah.
But you captured, you know, that, I mean, the thing that kids love. You know what I mean? You captured that then. That's what it is. And I see my kids over here. I mean, they're just dancing around, man. They can't wait for this stuff. They just read it cover to cover. I had to give them a copy that was not chromed up, you know what I mean? So that they could handle it, just to read.
I'm so excited for them to read this next issue. It's full of villainy. It's full of, you know, it's funny. I'm going back to my old issues of CyberFrog and rereading them and pulling out all the characters. You know, again, I tell Andrea has to hear all my dumb ideas, but and I talk to her about CyberFrog constantly. So we're pulling Ava in a wagon. I'm getting a walk in. You know, by the way, guys, I don't do live streams when I take a walk. I spare you that. But
yeah, who
we're
does
walking
that?
around,
Jeez.
and I'm just like, I have a character named Earwig that I forgot about, and he's like Grumblebee, but he's an earwig, and he's a listening man, and he's got like all this stuff on his. I'm bringing all these headphones and everything so he can hear. He spies on people. I'm bringing all these characters back, and I'm making them real. Like, I mean, they were goofy in the original CyberFrog book, but like Rumblebee's bad as fuck now, and I got to do the same thing with all of these other characters. I made Shockroach badass. He's going to be in this. All of my characters, we're setting up our own universe. We're building a universe. We're building a real world. And the thing about this campaign that's fun is that the campaign itself is immersive. We're making the world real. When you order 2 copies of any one of these books, you're getting it delivered in Heather Swain's fast food chicken fry box. And it looks like you're receiving takeout from the restaurant that Heather Swain works at. We're making it real. We're going to do more little things like that to really pull you into the world and make you feel like it is real and you're a part of it when you're reading the story.
I got a beautiful...
I think, you guys should do too with Vestige. You should think about making that world real somehow and making it more of an immersive experience so people are experiencing your world. I'm excited about Vestige 2, and I expect Vestige 2 out of you guys this year. I expect you guys to do Vestige 2 and make 6 figures this year. That's got to happen. You need to
Caesar, we got Jumpstart coming, we got Bullet Maker, and we got Vestige 2, and I think we're going to do them all this year.
That's great. That is awesome. Okay, good.
I got a beautiful chat over here by CG Raven 5. He says, "This shit makes me emotional, man. Hail the motherfucking brethren. Hail, brother." That's it, man. People are feeling this. He said, "This is it, man. It's like you can feel this in the air. It's electrified. You know what I mean? If you believe in, let's just say like transmission of energy from one person to another, then people are feeling this cosmic energy just coming right out of you, beaming out of you. Like a human sunbeam, right into their hearts right now."
Yeah. I do that on purpose. I use sunlight.
That's why we put you on. That's why we put you on the whole screen. That's the reason.
Don't do that. I do fill the whole screen nicely, though. I'll tell you that. I'm excited for CG Jumpstart, and thank you guys for doing that. I think that's a big help. It's significant. I hope to be in the second issue, if possible. Maybe an interview, or maybe even a little mini comic or something like that. I'm doing a trading card for the first one.
Oh, right on,
yeah.
Put that out. You know what? I said I would do a trading card for CG Jumpstart, and we might as well make that one of the CyberFrog cards that you can only get by backing CG Jumpstart, because that's one of the big things. We've got all these chase cards scattered around, like it's a little game. You have to subscribe to this, do this, be here, do that in order to get these trading cards. I think people need to subscribe or back CG Jumpstart magazine in order to get the next CyberFrog trading card.
Oh wow,
that sounds really neat. Actually, that sounds pretty damn neat. We got Bronson Gorilla today. Felt awesome. Really proud of Ethan. Hail Warcampaign. Hail Bronson Gorilla.
I was just gonna say, every time the EVS does this and Zach does this, Malin does this, he sets the bar for creators in Comicsgate. You were kind of joking how he energizes, but when the creators, the smaller creators see EVS do this, Caesar do this, it really does energize people. It makes people want to work harder. They get right back to work. The artists get right back on their work. Writers are right back to figuring out their stories. It makes people really want to get their projects out there and get going. So this really does re-energize the community, not just, with the customer base and all the fans, but the creators too. They see this and they're like, wow, this guy's really, what the hell? We got something to set the bar. He sets the bar every time so high, so people have something to aspire to. So it's great, man.
I think that's what's going on. Like, people say Comicsgate shrank or died or whatever. No, it just changed. There's a lot of creators out there that see what Caesar's doing and all these other great guys in the community that are making books and getting them out there. And, it makes them say, hey, it's possible. I can do this. So CG just changed. It didn't shrink. Just changed.
I think it really goes to show. And I think, what, there's always going to be people who are negative and then who try to create Excel sheets with manipulated data, interpreted through, through a pyramid of methamphetamine. But the bottom line is that, the people can see it for themselves. And we've got Charlie right here, a wonderful CG woman. Hail, Charlie. Hail, Angel. She says, Ethan gave me the inspiration for the title of my comic. I will be dedicating it to him. And then she did 2 X's, which signifies kisses. Hail,
thanks.
Angel.
Yeah. Hail.
This is it. This is it. We've got people who really would have been unable to even have a shot at their dream, who are now able to. This is the American dream, isn't it?
Yeah, working in comics is something that a lot of people found to be unattainable. But Comicsgate really has made it democratic. And, anybody can do it. It doesn't mean you're going to succeed. Understand, it doesn't mean that people are going to buy your comic, but anybody can do it. You can crowdfund and take a shot at it. There's no bigwig that's going to tell you no. There's no organization of weirdos that's going to gatekeep you. The only thing that there is there's a group of customers out there who are on social media and who will look at your book and decide if they want to support it. It's entirely meritocratic.
Yeah, whatever you say, you're like Shakespeare at this point. You can just coin your own words, not to worry.
Just invent words. It's entirely merit based. You can do as long as your book is good, as long as it looks cool, and you convince people to back it. You can succeed in comics in the indie sphere in Comicsgate. It's a different world.
We've got Tweeter Trash. He says, misbehave mainstream comics investors will know. And then he's got a angry face emoticon. So that's it. Yeah, look out. TJ Swan. Hail, TJ Swan. Been a while, brother. He says, I admit I was wrong. I thought he should have delayed. So you got people out there right there. TJ Swan himself says, he thought you should have delayed due to this panic. But you stood fast, right? This is amazing.
I disagreed. Yeah, I really felt like this is a conversation that we had. And again, I just went, I think people are in their homes and they're bored. I think now is a great time to launch a campaign. Because it's not like people are at work, distracted by other things. Everybody's like, I don't have to work where I'm working is closed down. I'm trying to stay away from people. But I do have my laptop. I have my computer. I'm watching Comicsgate stuff. And look at this, a new CyberFrog. I think I'll back it. I think this was actually an ideal time to launch a crowdfunding campaign.
We got Captain Chokeout. He says, I'm so proud to be Comicsgate. You remember Captain Chokeout?
I remember him. Yeah, he did a great work at Disneyland.
That's
right. I appreciate him.
Yeah, that's right. So there you go, man. You got everybody coming out, man. All Comicsgate coming out. We got level 5 for $10. Hail, brother. CG Comicsgate has planted its flag on Mars, shattered the minds of delusional SJWs. Success of Vestige, Cash Grab, Graveyard Shift 2, and Wrecked Planet, and more. The level up is here. Hail, Caesar. Hail, Comicsgate. Hail, level 5.
Hail.
Level 5, what he does is he levels up after every momentous occasion in Comicsgate. So he's gone from level 1 to level 5, and today he's hit level 5.
Wow.
Pretty neat, huh? I like that, man. I like that. We got Zaid Comics is the Diaz brothers. We at Zaid Comics are going to help Comicsgate get to 10 million with our next book, The Lost Pages. Hail Uncle E, Comicsgate, Warcampaign, and the chat. Hashtag CG2020. Hail Cyberfrog. Hail CG. Hail, brother. Hail Comicsgate. Hail the Zaid brothers. Hail. We got Just a Kid from Brooklyn. Hail Warcampaign. Hail Caesar Victorious. Thank you, brother. Rosetta Allen. Rosetta, man, what a wonderful Valkyrie. You know what I got to say, Caesar? Have you seen this lady, Rosetta Allen?
Yeah. She's been on my show a couple of times. She's great.
Has she? I must have missed it. Rosetta Allen is, she's got this nature about her. She's like a fighter, She goes out there and she just busts down through walls. She came through the fandom menace, but she's found her home here in Comicsgate in the community that you fostered.
Yeah, I mean, she's great and she's very enthusiastic. She's excited about Comicsgate. She's excited about the Fandom Menace. She's out there spreading the word. Every now and then she throws a little diss, an icy cold diss, at somebody who is a non-believer or a bully. And I like that. I think it's cool. Me too.
She says, Ethan, thank you for bringing me into this community.
Oh, well, I didn't know that I did, but you're welcome. Welcome here, Awesome.
Beautiful, man. We got Blue Sea Hill, also known as Blue Chill. He says for $20, Ethan stood fast against the storm that sought to take us down. He defended the brothers and took the brunt of the detractors' nonsense. He galvanized the brethren and showed that we can not only survive, but thrive. Hail.
Yep. Hail.
How does it feel to have so many well-wishers around you? Can you feel them right now? Can you feel their heat, Caesar?
Yes.
Feel the heat.
Yeah, I'm serious. Come on, I'm not joking around. Can you feel the heat of the chat right now?
I do. I feel the heat. I feel the heat.
Hail Caesar. Jack Straw, hail Jack Straw for $5. He says, "Who was it that just said Comicsgate couldn't hit 1,000 backers anymore?"
That was Mike. Mike actually said something interesting. People are sending me screenshots of Mike crying, which I thoroughly enjoy. And if Mike is crying, send me more screenshots. Mike crying. He's so funny. He's just like, "Oh, I see. So Ethan put 4 books in a box for $200. Well, Ethan knows his customers, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows that we want to buy what you make. I mean, what is it
That's
even?
a bad thing.
Like,
Right.
Mike, I know your
It's like
customers too. All
people
50
want it.
of them. They're gone. They're and they're not really backing your stuff. Yeah. And what a dishonest thing to say. The Honeycomb box is a subscription to this campaign. It started out with 4 comics. Now it has 5 because it's of the stretch goals. It has Amphibionics #2 added to it. That happened today. And then in a week, maybe, I'm going to launch another variant cover. I'm going to launch a regular variant cover with my art on it, I think. Although, who knows? I'm a creature of whim. It might be somebody else's artwork. And that comic will also be in the Honeycomb box. If you buy the Honeycomb box, you're getting everything. You don't have to back it. Other people will be like, "Oh, shit, there's a new variant. I might have to back it." If you bought the Honeycomb box, it's coming in your box. It's
See, what I like with the
box,
Honeycomb box is that I got that security. You know what I mean? It's like I have that security that no matter what happens out there in RL, I'm getting everything that I need to be me. You know what I mean? I know that I'm never gonna miss out, that I'm gonna have everything in my box. That's just, I need that. You know what I mean?
It's coming in your box.
I spoke to. Listen, we used to talk to Kyle, right? I mean, alone, but not by speak. I mean, type, because he's deaf and he's mute. Mm-hmm. But we would type to one another, and he would tell us about how he had a weighted blanket, and he would sleep with this weighted blanket because he felt the security on him. And that's how I feel. I mean, the Honeycomb box is going to be so heavy that I'm going to be able to put it on my chest.
Yeah.
And just,
a security blanket.
Right?
Yeah. It is. It's going to weigh you down. It's going to be on your chest. You can stay with it at night. It's going to be, you're going to be happy that you purchased it. It's lovely. And I've actually heard from a couple of publishers who said, "How did you do that? Where did you do that? Where are you getting that done?" People like it.
Don't tell anybody.
Nice.
People like it. And feel free to copy it, guys.
Don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
Feel
Don't
free
tell
to
them.
copy it if you can figure it out. Because I'm going to do something different for CyberFrog 3.
Ooh, wow.
Innovative.
Innovative.
I already have ideas.
How you do it.
Go ahead and do the thing I did last time. I'm going to move forward. I've got new ideas for the next campaign.
Where do these ideas come from, Caesar? Are they plucked out of the collective unconscious, or are they simply dreamed up in a fever dream, and then you just stand upright? You know, Auntie Andrea, she's lying next to you, and she says, "Oh, you know, I can't disrupt him because he's in a trance right now, and he's coming up with new, innovative ideas."
Okay, it's a good question. Brown drugs. Not white drugs.
Brown
Never
Brown
white
drugs.
drugs.
Oh, brown drugs.
Caffeine?
Brown drugs. Yeah.
Brown drugs. I'm trying to think what a brown drug would be. Like a shroom?
Shrooms, yeah. Marijuana.
But you haven't done shrooms yet. You were thinking about them.
I haven't, and I wanted to do shrooms.
We're gonna do them. We'll do them. We'll do them together.
All right.
Wait till CGCon.
Yeah, that's right. We'll. You know what? I mean, your father was saying that he wanted to tie a rope around you, right?
Well, that's what he said that he did. My dad had some crazy things to say about shrooms, and I just looked at him like,
Can I just pause for 1 second? I just need to write Poppy in the chat. Okay.
Go ahead.
No problem.
I'm gonna comb my beard.
Oh, Coach is here?
Yeah, I just had to write Poppy. Let me see here. We got crisis in culture. Ro looks like he ate a Sharpie and it leaked on his beard. Come on, man. Come on. You're killing me, brother. Yeah, I gone white now. It's all white now. It used to be mostly black, but it's all white now. Poppy, anybody in the chat, whenever you see Mr. John Malin out there, and hail John Malin, never get it wrong. We love John Malin, right? All we're doing is we're keeping him modest. We're keeping him humble. You know, that's all it is. We love the guy. He's a great fellow. But if you want him to be grounded with us, you know what I mean, with your brethren, arm in arm, hand in hand, with the hoi polloi, you know, the vox populi in his ears, then what you need to do is you need to call him Poppy John Malin, okay? Because he'll say stuff like grab an oar, but he'll say, you know, Poppy will tell us to grab his oar, and that's what we do. Hail Poppy. All right, we got Andrew Huerta, Ethan, and Comicsgate. Andrew Huerta, Ethan and Comicsgate saved my comic book career. Thank you, all of you.
Oh, Andrew! I mean, what a thing to say. You know, a talented fellow like Andrew Huerta is sitting there worried about his comic book career. That's the reason why Comicsgate's so important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, what a ridiculous idea that people wouldn't get comics from that guy because of dickheads. So I'm glad, Andrew. We're excited about you finishing Sovereign, putting that out. And then launching Sovereign 2 or something else like Amphibionics 3 would be good.
Ooh. Wow.
We've already discussed this.
Right on. Very cool, man. Well hung and dung for £2. Hail, well hung and dung. Hail, brother. Love all your pithy sayings, brother. He says, perform like a deeply macho lover eating her peach.
Oh.
Rosetta Allen. I wish I could have done 2 sets to back it. My order goes to my frog-obsessed niece. Hail Caesar, and thank you so much for this.
Oh, hell. Thank you.
Andrew Huerta. Ro, what's your feeling in the air? That's coronavirus.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I've got melatonin in my skin. I'm immune, Andrew. Lou, he says, hail, mates. Hail, Warcampaign. Congrats, EVS. Butte. It's a butte, mate.
Thank you.
Man, so many well-wishers out there. You know that, Caesar. Imagine if you would, right? You're now at the convention, right? CGCon 2021.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
Right? But coronavirus doesn't exist anymore.
We've beaten it. Yeah.
Okay. You're standing there. You've had Wreck Planet has come out. You've had 2 other projects. I know you've got the horror, right, that you're doing with Kane and White.
Fearsome.
And then you've had another Cyberfrog come out, or maybe actually we're talking about Rainbow Brood. We're hoping.
Rainbow Brood is happening this year, guys. The drought will come to an end. It is.
Yes.
We're doing Rainbow Brood. Listen, as soon as I'm finished, warts and all, and I send that to print, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to launch Rainbow Brood, and that's going to happen in 2020 because I want that to be added to the funding of our $10 million goal. Rainbow Brood should come out around June of 2021, but it's going to fund in 2020. So we're going to do it. That's the next book. That is the next fucking. We need to do it. Rainbow Brood. Everybody wants it. Now is the time.
Gat's been saying this. Gat, you guys, man, you got to talk about this. Gat's been saying this for, you don't know, dog's years now. But
I've been saying this is going to be huge. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be Cyberfrog huge, but at this point, with the way this is going, it might beat your first round of Cyberfrog. I think
it's going to beat the second round of Cyberfrog. I think Rainbow Brood is bigger than anybody realizes. It's a concept that everybody can relate to. Everybody thinks is funny. Everybody understands. And it's actually reaching people who aren't normal comic book fans. You know. So I think it's going to do great. We need to do it. We need to add it to the Comicsgate coffers. We need to add it to our repertoire. So let's do it. Let's do it by the end of the year.
Okay, so here you are, right? You've had all these successes. You're at CGCon 2021. You turn up. It's nothing like back in the day when you're sitting in Artist Alley recounting how the miseries of your life to, what was his name now? The fellow from Bleeding Cool. What's his name now?
Rich
Johnson.
Rich Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's nothing like that.
That's how you guys found that video. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, oh, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it's nothing like that, all right? You're, you're happy, you're wealthy, you're wise, you're warm. And now you enter this room, okay? So picture it in your mind's eye. I'm your dungeon master, all right? You're playing as yourself. You walk in, right? You walk into this like a hotel hall. It's like a wedding hall, right?
Yeah.
But it's your wedding, but you're getting married to everybody in Comicsgate.
Mm-hmm.
You stand forth. People come piling in, come closer and closer to you. What's your reaction? How do you feel?
Intense gratitude and love. And,
do you extend your arms? Do you open your... Everybody's coming closer to you.
Oh. What do you mean? Like in a scary way?
No, in a warm way.
Oh,
I think
great.
you should make people kiss your pinky ring, Caesar.
No. I would administer hugs to a lot of people who.
Everybody wants a hug.
Yeah, that's what we're doing then.
How good of one, though? A Vic hug or just a regular hug?
A regular hug. Hug.
A regular bear hug. Thanks for thanks for everything.
That's it. Hug. You heard it here. Hold on a second. One more riff. He says, "You're such a twat, Ro." Come on, brother. All right.
Wow. Starting early on Ro tonight.
I know, man. Keanu hug, says Mindful Lion. Hail, brother. I'll take a Vic hug, says Adam AF. Hail, Adam. Hail, brother. Just a regular one, please, says 3D Robin. Hail, 3D Robin. Hail, 3D Robin.
Yeah.
All right, we got John Malin. He says he wants a bear hug. Brad Noble says
he's saying I'd give a bear hug, like
I always interpret whatever he says in a positive way. You know what I mean?
Me too.
All right, hold on a second. We got Tatooini. He says, "Congrats, Caesar. What's the scoop on the Fez hats?"
Oh yeah, people want those, but I don't want to produce them, and I invite anyone else to do so. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Comicsgate's a network full of people, and I'm telling you, there's money to be made. Now, if you're somebody who hears people saying, "I want Fezes, I want Comicsgate Fezes," and you keep hearing it over and over and over again, and I'm dropping the ball, it's on one of you to make that money. It's not hard to make Fezes. There are Fez websites, and you also have Crypto Fashion that's willing to make anything that you want. So you can go into business with them and say, "I'm going to promote these Comicsgate Fezes. If you produce them, drop ship them. I'll make $8 a Fez." That's you guys. You guys should get into business and actually make the product that you hear that people want. If I don't do it or anybody else doesn't do it, I would recommend that you guys do it. Yeah, Tweeter Trash says, "Fuck it, I'll do it." That's exactly right. That's the attitude that you guys should be taking. There's money to be made in Comicsgate. Obviously, people want stuff. Give them that stuff. It's customer base. Give them that stuff, and you will. They'll make you rich.
Tweeter Trash for $5. Your success, EVS, is due to you overcoming your failures. We saw you struggle with Blood Honey, and you've delivered 100% since. No one likes Mary Sue's. And then he gives a winky face.
Mary Sue's. Oh, because like if I just succeeded all the time, it wouldn't be.
Well, I think it's like you said, you overcame your failures. That's what it is. You know what? I feel like Poppy talking to his mommy right now. But hold on a second. We got Downshift for $5 Canadian. EVS is the man of the hour. A lot of hard work brought you here. Congratulations. Hail the Human Sunbeam. Hail Warcampaign. Hail Comicsgate. A fellow Canadian. Hail, brother. We got Queen Bee for $10. She says, "Hail Warcampaign." Hail Queen Bee. Hail, sister. Hail, Valkyrie. This is a momentous, a glorious occasion. Tyler, what right now? I mean, this is, maybe I'm getting into negative territory over here, but tell me, what are the truce, right? I mean, you're always watching everything going down on Facebook, of course, on Twitter, right? You've got alts everywhere. You've got alts in every single location, in every Discord. The rest. What's the mood right now in the SJW Discords? What are they feeling? What are they thinking? What does this signify to them?
Well, it signifies total victory for us. And they're probably feeling metaphorically suicidal, maybe. I don't know, defeated. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why they're crawling to his feet asking for a truce. They know what's up. You know, they see it. They're doomed.
Doomed, right? What's Preston Poulter's Twitter look like right now?
I might have to pull it up. But
Gay.
I mean, yeah, Pan. You know,
Gay right now? Yeah.
Pan.
Chances are it's gay.
Right, Pan is actually he's in the mental state, okay, of every one of our opponents, right? So Pan is really the man to ask. Pan, what is Pocket Pussy feeling right now, brother?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen what he's been saying on Twitter, but I imagine that he's in a some sort of denial phase where, he's saying, oh, $286,000, that that doesn't really signify anything. That doesn't mean anything. Comicsgate is still dead. He's not going to do as well as he did with the first one. He's still got that type of attitude, I would imagine.
Right. Well, they're talking about price gouging. That seems to be the complaint.
No. Yeah.
Right.
Well, people are going to buy what they want, and if they didn't want it, they wouldn't be spending $286,000 on it. So, hail Caesar. I know that he's going to give us a great product because I bought the last round of CyberFrog, and everyone loved it. So.
Yeah, this price gouging thing is stupid. They don't understand how crowdfunding campaigns work. The idea is that we start out by saying you're going to get one comic book. It's just a regular comic book for $25. But as the campaign improves, you're going to get more for your money. So, if the campaign fizzles out, you'll still get your comic book for $25. But if the campaign goes through the fucking roof, as it has, now people who backed Wrecked Planet are also receiving a second comic book called CyberFrog Numb. That means now instead of paying $25 for one comic book, you are paying $12.50 for two comic books, $12.50 each for two comic books. Not only that, the comic book is chrome. The main comic book has a chromium cover on it right now.
Those chrome were fantastic. How are you making this double thick paper fit into those chrome covers? Because that was a challenge.
By making them smaller, the books are shorter. Now, the original campaign was supposed to be a 48-page book. 48 pages is very thick. It's enough to fit in a chromium cover. The problem is when CyberFrog Blood Honey was 80 pages.
Right, you kept expanding that. Yeah,
it just didn't fit. If you have a proof copy, you can see how big 80 pages actually is on the type of paper that I probably would have liked to have used. Now, we're fixing that. We're going to say, okay, we're going to limit it to 48 pages this time. And frankly, if I need to do more story, what am I going to do? I'm going to cut this off at 48 pages, and I'm going to take the extra story and make another little book that's an addendum to Wrecked Planet. Wrecked Planet 0.5 or 2.0, and add that to the Honeycomb box. I'm going to feel free to tell as much story as I need to tell to get the story out there. But we're going to make sure that the product looks good and works good. It's quality. This is quality all around.
God, I love that. I love that, man. Say it one more time.
Quality all around.
No,
and so now look, we just hit 250,000. We're adding a nice trading card. We're going to be adding more and more.
Let me take a look at this, man. Let me take a look. Where are we right now?
$287,660. That's a lot. I think that might be more than both of Mike's Lone Star campaigns combined. Might be.
Caesar, I want you to soar. Okay, listen to me. You know what? I don't want to tell you what to do, but I want you to soar beyond all these negative people that are just trying to bring you down into the gutter with them. You understand? You're an eagle, Caesar. You hear me? You're soaring. You're soaring above the clouds. Nobody matters anymore.
That is what the head of Native American Relations or Native American Affairs for the Barack Obama administration told me. He said, your name is Yellow Eagle. But he was saying that because I'm blonde with a big nose. Now, I like your version.
I'm telling you. That's what I want to see in 2020. If I can get my wish, is that I want to see you majestic. You know what I mean? I want to see you just majestic, just basking. And you're an eagle and there's pigeons around you and you're throwing seed at the pigeons.
Right. But I'm feeding the pigeons.
Yeah. And now the pigeons, they're pooping.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can make fun of the pigeons all we want. It doesn't make any difference, whether we soar or do not soar. At the end of the day, it's fun to make fun of Mike.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
I like to make fun of the pigeons.
I like it too, to be honest. I mean, that just says something bad about me, but I do like it sometimes. There's a specific GIF that you've probably seen on Twitter a lot recently.
Show me again.
Okay, let me see if I can dig it up. Pan, you got that handy? Meth when licking his lips?
Oh God, I don't know. I think Moss made that one. Man of Sex, I think, made that. It's an instant classic. Every time I see it, I crack
Let's
up.
get that. We need the whole video clip, man. I want to put that up. I like it, man. I like it. I just all right. Amateur Anth for $2. EVS, you have no excuse not to get hair plugs now.
I got to think about that a little bit more. I'm comfortable with the way my hair looks right now. I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, you got a good head. Rosetta Allen, she says, Ethan, you, Elasmat, and Dark Gifts did. You made me feel amazing on Anna's stream that night. You are a truly kind and fun person.
Oh, thank you. Well,
and then
thank you very much.
She put a black heart.
Black heart.
I think it's probably the only kind of heart you can do. Rob Muerto for €5. Congratulations, Ethan. What are the stirrings about conciliatory efforts from the SJW contingent? Gail Whale Simone actually he said Gail Simone. I'm sorry. Gail Simone, for example.
I think Gail is trying to find her place. Gail probably, I'm going to tell you what I think is going on. DC Comics is going to disemploy. That's a nice way of saying fire. A lot of the regular writers that work for them because they're not doing a good job. They are going to actually hire people from Hollywood. They already are. And television and books and things like that in order to appease AT&T. So Gail is probably feeling the pressure of that, on top of which there is this virus. And this virus is making them feel incredibly insecure about their work prospects. And so they're pretending that the virus is more like making them feel like we need to bring everybody together and stop people from being afraid. And we can do that with just good messaging about how wonderful superheroes are and how hands across. I'm not doing Hands Across America with Gail Simone. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it with Mags Vistagio. I'm not doing Hands Across a fucking America with Mark Waid or Kurt Busiek or any of these monsters who tried to destroy my life and the lives of my friends. I'm not going to do it. They're trying to destroy Blake Northcott. They're trying to destroy Sean Gordon Murphy. And listen, I understand. All of these people fell into the same trap. They fell into Doug TenNapel's sphere. You got Doug TenNapel with his weirdo views. You know, Sean Gordon Murphy goes, oh, he's nice. He's a nice guy. I think I'm going to hang out with Doug. And now you got to answer for all of the shit that Doug's ever done. You're a DC Comics. SJWs prey upon that. They're waiting for that to happen. Oh, you're working with Doug? Doug hates transgendered people, don't you know? Now, how about that? And now you've got to worry about Blake Northcott's career, her job on Catwoman. Blake never hurt anyone. I'm not going to play I'm not playing footsie with these people. Fuck them. All of them are going down. They're all going down. If they were drowning, I'd toss them an anvil. Every single one of them.
Well, let's put it this way.
And they're pretending. No, hold on, bro. They're pretending that like this virus is a reason for them to be like, well, we got to protect people. The people. We got to keep them calm and just make them. They don't need you. You idiots. They don't need you. People have brains in their heads. They don't need to listen to what Gail Simone does. Gail already talks to people like they're infants. She pretends they're kids. Hey, everybody, it's story time with Gail Simone.
And then she does a 12,
that shit was
12
weird.
thread. Yeah, 12 tweet thread.
They think you're stupid. They think you're a kid, and they think that like you look up to them.
They think I'm retarded.
They think you're a retarded child, and they're kindergarten teachers. That's how they treat their fans. Because they don't have to really interact with you as people. They only interact with their employers, which are the publishers, and they think the publishers have to interact with you, but they don't owe you nothing. You are the retarded children that they play nursery with every now and then. They need to protect you from scary feelings about the customers know better than we do. They know better than I do. I am the retard. I am in my office all day long, sitting here thinking about frogs. I'm the retarded child. The customers are the adults out there. We don't talk to them like that. Gail is a retarded child. Max Visaggio is definitely, there's something wrong with that. She's a retarded child. All of these people are retarded.
Am I retarded?
Yes. Talk to.
No, you're rotarded.
Customer base like they're important and they deserve respect. And realize that you're a clown and a circus monkey. And we're sitting there making little funny stories to amuse people and take their minds off their problems for 20 minutes. And I'm working all year long. By the way, this is how meaningless what I'm doing is. I'm working all year long on a comic book that's going to take your mind off your problems for 20 minutes. And thank you for letting me do it.
Hail Caesar victorious.
Hail. Sorry.
I only got one
Hail
line.
Caesar.
If the shoe is on the other foot, they would see you.
Did you hear Andrea? Andrea said Roe is not
Hail,
retarded. You
hail,
better be
Auntie.
nice to him.
Hail, Auntie. Hail.
What did she say?
She said
Hail.
Roe is not retarded. You better be nice to him.
Hail, Auntie.
I
Hail.
want to tell you something. Andrea
Just
has been
retarded.
in War Campaign's corner since the very start. Since the very start,
Hail,
she has
Andrea.
said War Campaign is loyal. War Campaign would never do you wrong. Roe is actually on your side. These guys are on your side. Everybody else stabs you in the back. They never will. And she was right.
Hail, Auntie. Hail,
Should have
Auntie.
listened to her 100%.
No, we said this from day zero. Pan, Gatai, myself, right, the original progenitors of War Campaign. We said this right in the beginning. If we ever lose faith in you, we just disappear. We just walk away. That's it. You never hear from us. We just find.
Man, I
out.
hope you never do, guys.
No, that's
I'll do my
what we'll
best. I'm not
Well,
perfect,
no.
but I'll do my best.
That's Pan. You say it, brother. You tell me.
Well, we would just do our own thing. We wouldn't be like these cucks who are gonna, hang around Twitter and try and fuck with you and shit. That's just not our style. So, hail Caesar.
Loyalty is everything. Hail, brethren. Hail the chat. Hail, brethren. Hail the War Campaign. Loyalty is everything. We couldn't do it without the loyal War Campaign. Our brethren, our brothers, our sisters, our true brethren of this world, our true kin, who basically are the lifeblood of everything that we do. They're the blood in our veins. Thank you, brethren. Hail the War Campaign. I got something here, Caesar. This is what Man of Sex, he put this together. It's something a little lighter. Here we go.
Let's see.
Professional YouTubers have to be some of the worst people in existence. You holler for $1. It's a form of prostitution. Except a prostitute gives something of value for the money. It looks like I have the build of someone who does meth. I have the build of someone who engages in regular physical exercise. I run, I hike, I walk, I do calisthenics. I'm 6'1", I weigh
Calisthenics.
185 pounds at 47 years old. Resting heart rate of 60 beats per minute. How about that? Well, I track my stats with my Fitbit. Of course I do. Professional YouTubers have to be some of the worst people in
It's a killing machine.
Oh, for God's sake. That is fantastic. Thank you, Man of Sex, for your continued excellence. I don't understand why Edwin can't take ribbing.
I think this is the part where he laughs and then he suddenly stops laughing. This to me really summed up his mental state. Hold on, let me see if I can just replay this one bit.
Exercise. I run, I hike, I walk, I do calisthenics. I'm 6'1", I weigh 185 pounds at 47 years old. Resting heart rate of 60 beats per minute. How about that? Well, I track my stats with my Fitbit. Of course I do.
Like a Looney Tunes, man.
Right?
Psychopath.
Right? Oh,
Shit.
right. When he does this, he's like Of course I do. I'm a boomer. What the fuck am I watching, man? This dude, I mean, I can't help it. These guys are fucking hilarious. There's no doubt about it. I mean, even yesterday, you had some, there's like a dude, he's being chewed up, spit out by the internet, right? This Worski fella, he's crying away. He's like, I mean, he's giggling like some kind of crack monkey chimp. And I'm just watching this dude, and I'm just like, man, I think I watched him for way too long. I'm talking to Pat. I mean, this guy something was wrong in his head, no?
Yeah, that guy took, like 5 hours to say something he could have said in like 10 minutes, and it was all a bunch of bullshit. The guy lied from beginning to end. He said some shit that, he really shouldn't have said, and I thought a lot of it was offensive. But I think the guy's just, he wants relevancy, so of course he's going to try and go up against Caesar. He's got Doug TenNapel in his ear, no doubt. So
yeah, well, Quarter Pounder. I mean, he came at you, and now all of a sudden he's crying about his subs, right? He was crying about, my subs, my this, my that. Now, how does it feel to be vindicated time and time again? Do you want to? I mean, at the same time, you want to be gracious, you want to be magnanimous. You are Caesar. You're somebody who's sitting on the throne at Olympus, but at the same time, you want to give him some slaps, no?
I don't look at it that way. I looked at what Jeremy was doing, and I recognized it for what it was. And I like Jeremy, but YouTubers are YouTubers. This is your means of making a living. And when you run out of things to talk about, see, this is why Edwin conflates YouTubers like that with me. This isn't what I do for a living. It pays some bills. Thank you. I get super chats. I pay my household bills with YouTube. But I don't need to. The vast 90% of my money comes from my comics, and that's just the way it is. So I don't really need to make videos that make fun of Edwin. I do it because I enjoy it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Right.
Edwin thinks that you need an enemy all the time in order to fund comics. I don't have enemies. I have friends that misunderstand me. That's all it is for the most part.
You're misunderstood.
You misunderstood. I have but I mean, this is the thing. I enjoy making videos that dunk on Edwin and Mike every now and then. I like making big long live streams with John Malin and Cecil in the middle of the night. That stuff's fun to me, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Poppy these guys actually need content. They need enemies to chew up and spit out. Mm-hmm. And if they run out of Kathleen Kennedys, they turn on you. And that's the thing. So I actually had to say to Jeremy, you can find another enemy. You don't want to mess with me. My fan base might be like an inch wide, but it's 60 miles deep. You do not want to fuck with Comicsgate.
Yeah, we're
not
mental.
At all.
Yeah, we're mental spurgs. Yep. Hail. Yeah, Pan, talk to me, man, about our people, about how the spurginators that we have in the war campaign, brother.
There's so many just different types of great people with different skills, and they're all passionate about Comicsgate. We got the Delta Spurgs. These guys are doxing everything Caesar wears. We got all sorts of Spurgs that just have their own specialties, and the way that they contribute to Comicsgate. They're ways that they add to the fun.
That's right.
Yeah, these guys are failing, though. I mean, these guys who are trying to dox my clothing are failing left and right. They're getting it wrong.
Are they getting it wrong?
For a while, they were doing okay, but I'm disappointed. They just find something at random. You guys, can't you pick up patterns at this point? You know where I shop. I shop at the same 3 stores over and over again.
God,
here's where I shop. I shop at Brooks Brothers, True Religion, Lucky. Sometimes Guess, but very rarely. And if you know that, you can find everything that I own.
Your incompetence reflects poorly on me, brethren. So clean up your act. Fix yourselves. Fix this now. Okay? Fix this now.
Either get it right or don't do it at all. Because, you're right. Ro Kabir Kumar, the gay lord of Warcampaign, you're making him look bad. You're making him look like a monkey. And it's ridiculous. Get out there and do your job. Bastards.
God, I not being on Twitter, I miss that the Delta Spurgs are totally fucking up. Holy cow.
I'll say tickets to Panama are cheap now, brother.
Damn.
All right, let me see here. We got Cecil. Hail, Cecil. He says, Cyberfrog is a ray of light to victims of Woofaloo like me. Hail Cecil.
Yes.
Oh,
We
Hail
got-
Cecil.
Yeah, we got Poppy. Poppy gives us $2 and says, "Today's a celebration, Ro. I give you $2." Thank you, Poppy.
Wow, generous today. Hail.
Hail, Poppy. Poppy John Malin.
Spending.
Hail, brother. Nolan Nerd for $10. This year, I'm writing a book based in post-Katrina New Orleans involving voodoo, magic, humidity, Mardi Gras, Bourbon Street, great characters, and real events. Comicsgate will love it. I'm grabbing an oar. Hail, Mullen. Hail, Nolan Nerd. Hail, brother.
No, Mullen.
Did you call
Twitter-
it Mullen?
We got Twitter trash for $5. We showed creators how high we can lift a project. Not all Comicsgate projects are as successful. Other creators under 20K may not feel as loved. Hail, Comicsgate. And then he puts up a hand signal to say, hail, brother. That's it. That's it, man. This is it. You know what? Everybody does what they do, and you know, this is life. Eddie Winkler for $5. Hey, EVS con fucking grats, dude. I'm new to the War Campaign experience, but I know the faces. Just subscribe to great stuff. Thank you for subscribing, Eddie Winkler. Thank you, brother.
Hail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
War Campaign's fun. Don't listen to what people say about them. It's really fucking weird what people say about these guys who are just out there having a good time. I don't get it. War Campaign's fun. And that's all you need to know. They're having a good time. If they make you laugh, if you're having fun too, be War Campaign.
Hail, brethren. Loyalty is everything. That's just the number one thing you got to remember. Loyalty, brother. That's what we're here for. We're big believers in Comicsgate. And you know what? We've been with Mr. Ethan Van Sciver, Hail Caesar Victorious, since he really entered the fray. And he dove deep into the deep blue sea. And here we are together, brethren. He's built an ark. And we're aboard that ark. All together we built that ark. And he is the head of that ship. And we're sailing into sunrise and new lands. Dorby, EVS Cool Allegiance t-shirt. Where can I buy?
Oh, I backed early on. I backed the campaign, and I bought one of every book and one of every T-shirt. It was I think the largest tier that they had. I wanted to support, you know, my brothers and sisters, the Bright Wisers, and Kelsey Shannon, Blake Northcott, all of the people over there that you know, managed to get Comicsgate books into Walmart and are not receiving enough credit. I understand people are waiting for Red Rooster, and that's definitely a concern. But man, at the same time, they got books into Walmart. Be proud of that. That's Comicsgate strong.
All right, we got. I mean, to be honest, Caesar. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting my Red Rooster book. You know that I want to see that book, man. I mean, I'm really happy. I can't say that I'm not. I think it's an amazing thing that what they've done. Right, to get into the big leagues like that. But I'm also looking forward to my Red Rooster book. I really am.
I feel like here's the thing, and people don't understand. Like, I feel like Mitch is just like, when you're actually doing a book like that, and there's so much expectations on your shoulders because people gave you $200,000 and it's late. It gets later. You don't feel like sitting down and drawing it. You feel bad about yourself, and you get stressed out, and you get depressed, and you don't produce the book, and you find distractions and other things. I didn't feel like doing Cyberfrog Blood Honey. I forced myself to do it. I felt bad. I felt bad all the time about what was happening to my life and what happened to my career, and you know, all this. I felt bad. It was hard, but I forced myself to do it, and gradually found my pace with it. And got it out. Now I am excited as fucking hell to do Wreck Planet. This is my book. I love Cyberfrog. I wake up every day thrilled to draw this book. But I can put myself empathically in Mitch Brightweiser's shoes. And I feel for him. Mitch, whatever you need, dude, come to us. Come to your friends. If you need to be pumped up, you need a little help, you need a little encouragement, whatever it is, you got to get Red Rooster done. Got to get it done. And once it's done, it's going to feel like an enormous weight off your shoulders. So get it done, pal.
I think that's great. I think he's got to remember that people are rooting for him. You know, they really are. People are. I know people are. Look, at the same time, you got two separate contingents. You got people who are rooting for him, and at the same time, you got people who are thinking, man, where the fuck's my book? Right? And I get it. It's just that it's
okay to be both of those things.
Right.
You know? I mean,
right.
I ordered it too. I backed it at a very high tier. Where's my book?
Yeah.
But I like, I'm an artist. I know what's going on with him, and it's dangerous. And I want him to snap out of it and finish his book.
I think it takes a lot of grit. You know what I mean? To actually finish something, to be a finisher, it takes a lot of grit to get something over the line. And you know what? If you are having difficult times, and there are people, I see this with creators all the time. This is what's so great about the Comicsgate network, is that you got all kinds of people out there who are supportive of one another. I mean, just recently you had Rob Casey with Cyborg USA. He met with some kind of difficulties in having the actual books, his Spot UV books. They were shipped to him, and then some of them came damaged. And that was, that was a weight on his mind, right? But the thing is that Cyborg USA is coming out. He is resolving that issue with the publisher, and that's what's important, is that you get that that support from your brethren here in Comicsgate. And Mitch, if you need, Dan Marshall, the milkman, to talk to, see Dan, right? Dan Marshall, he's sort of like the head shrinker for Warcampaign. You know what I mean?
He is.
Yeah, he is. Dan Marshall, right? He's a trained psychologist, and he works with. He works with retards every day, right? That's his work. And he works at homes for mentally handicapped people in the UK. And that's what he does. So when he comes into Comicsgate, he knows how to deal with autism. He knows how to deal with OCD people. He knows how to deal with the difficulties that many creators face, that many just customers face. And you know what, Mitch, if you need to talk to Dan Marshall and have him shrink your head and get you back into that level where you need to perform, then brother, people are here for you. No need to hide out. People are here for you. All memes aside, people are here for you. Absolutely, brother. All right, let me see here. We got Dorby. Eagles eat pigeons, and that's how it should be. Hail, Dorby. Hail, brother. Comic Book Scrapyard. Congrats, EVS, and hail, Comicsgate. Demolish all records and leave your haters in the dust.
Well, we just hit 290,000.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
$290,170 with 2,200 backers.
Wow.
There's no yardstick to measure this success. This is extraordinary. This is bigger than anything. We've beaten everything that Brian Polito's ever done. And Brian Polito is the guy who kind of front loads the campaigns. But we've beaten him in this time period.
Has this really beaten everything that Brian Polito has put out? His campaigns?
That's an accomplishment.
Well, no, he's had campaigns that have made 375,000, but the point is, we've beaten him in this time frame. Like the question is, what do you do in your first 24 hours? Right, and we're not at 12 hours yet. We're just at 9 hours. 12 hours is tonight at midnight. We'll see what our 12-hour total is. I think it might be 300,000 if we're lucky. 300,000 in 12 hours is insane. That's an insane success.
Oh, front load me, daddy. Oh man, I love
it. All of you. You gotta backload these campaigns.
Ty, talk to me, brother, about backloading and front loading. What does it mean in this context?
I have no idea. You lost me.
Ty, is your video that you put together, is that YouTube friendly, or is that more a D-Live thing?
No, you could probably do it on YouTube.
All right, cool. Thanks, brother. All right, because I think I'm going to play it at the end of this stream. Because you know what? This is a momentous occasion, man. I got chills. You know that? I want to say that I've got a semi. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Okay.
It's just...
You said it.
I mean, Caesar, this is just... I mean, think about it. You got so many 45-year-old men out there who are just astonished. And they're just... I mean, they feel right now... Nobody wants to sit. Do you know that? People are holding their phones right now, and they're pacing. They've got their Fitbits on, and they're doing 10,000 kilometers.
Yeah. The resting heart rates are 60 beats a minute, but I mean, imagine
they're elevated.
What they are now. They're elevated, right?
Yeah, they're 90, 95, man. Let me take a look over here. We've got level 5. He says, no, brother, delete this. We've got David Smith. Wreck Planet will hit 300K in 12 hours, in my opinion.
It's looking like it. Yeah, that's a good bet. If people wanted to place bets, that's a good bet.
My black heart says no peace for the haters. Hail the motherfucking brethren, says Rosetta Allen. Hail, Rosetta. Zebulon Pike approaching 300K next stretch goals. Hail, Caesar. What are the next stretch goals?
Next stretch goal is another trading card. So that's we're going so fast that it's like trading. The stretch goals are every $50,000. So the next stretch goal is going to be another trading card, and it's for everyone. So there'll be 2 trading cards, and then I'm going to people. I was going to wrap them again. I put them in foil wrapping, but people said they didn't like it. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to enhance the trading cards next, and then we're going to talk about another comic book. I guess I'm going to have to do another. I'm going to have to. It might be Amphibionics 3. Andrew Huerta, get on deck, pal. That might be a reality. I talked to Andrew Huerta and said, look, Amphibionics 1 and 2 came out in the 90s. It would be interesting to have you draw Amphibionics number 3. Like, what if we actually proceeded with the story? Do you want to draw that? And I'll write it. And he said, hell yeah.
And that would all be in the honeycomb box?
That would be in the honeycomb box.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Dude, that would be so dope. That would be so dope, Caesar.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That to me, that's a killer thing. You know what? Andrew Huerta, I mean, he's got a unique style, right? And to see that kind of next to, the Jay Lee stuff, and you got the, I love this, the cover you got here with, Frog. He's just in the arms of Heather, and you can just see he's been betrayed, man. And you're looking at that, and the colors that Kyle put together on it, that darkness, you can feel it, man. It's very emotive. And in that box, everything's there together in that box, and I'm lying down, right, and I'm nude. And that box it's on my chest.
Oh, you've taken the books out of the box, and you're wearing the box on your.
No. I don't want contact, because you got to remember, I'm trying to keep the books in mint condition.
It's got to be in mint condition, yeah.
That's it, right? Let me see here. We got Mortal Thinker for $2. Preach, Caesar. Preach. Hail, Caesar.
Yeah.
Hashtag Comicsgate.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's London for £5. You brought me to Comicsgate, EVS. Comicsgate introduced me to amazing people, and Comicsgate will take me on some amazing journeys. And I will
291.5.
Wow.
We're gonna hit 300 in the next hour. Yeah.
Oh my heart. Ty, do you know CPR? Do you know mouth to mouth? Because I need mouth to mouth, baby.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, but we got to get someone else for you, bro.
No.
You wouldn't save Rose's life, Tyler?
I'd find someone else to do it.
Ty, I'm stung by a jellyfish, brother. I'm stung by a jellyfish. You know what you gotta do.
Ty.
You know what you gotta do, Ty.
It only works the other way around. You know that? Ty only likes the other way around.
Scott Gordon, he says box to mouth. You gotta do box to mouth. Hell, brother. Let me see here. Charlie's London. You brought me to Comicsgate, EVS. Comicsgate introduced me to amazing people.
Don't do the voice.
I'm being a woman. I'm not making fun of her. I'm being a woman.
Right. Okay.
She's English. You gotta do English voice. Hail
do it
Charlie.
again. Start over again, but do it with a British accent.
Charlie's London. You brought me to Comicsgate, EVS. Comicsgate introduced me to amazing people, and Comicsgate will take me on some amazing journeys, and I will never stop promoting, sharing, and buying.
I think that was more
Much
Irish
better.
or something, but that was great.
It's a little too Hogwarts.
Hail Caesar!
That
Hail
was good.
Caesar!
That worked.
The curtain matches the drapes. All right, we got Spectre Centurion.
Wait a minute.
God's sake, sorry, Charlie.
She has coronavirus. You need to be nice to her.
All right, we got
Charlie got
Spectre.
her money's worth with that
You
one.
sure
I think.
did, man. No, I like Charlie, man. Charlie, she's a sweetheart, man. Spectre Centurion for $2. Hail Caesar Victorious. Hail Warcampaign Eternal. Hail Spectre Centurion. We got Dorby. I unsubbed from Quarter Pounder over his clout-chasing attack. Another ingrate, biting the hand, and too lazy or cowardly to call anti-Comicsgate what they are.
He's just another
What are
guy
they?
that doesn't understand that Comicsgate didn't shrink, it changed. He's people don't understand that yet. It's not all about YouTube numbers anymore. It's about, banding together to put books out.
That's it. We got Wilberforce Wooster. He says, laughter is good for healing. Hail, brother. Hail, brother. Justin McClure, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, brother. Let me see here. We got Uncle Cucky. He says, Ask Caesar why he killed off Salamandroid. This is a dark book, Caesar. This is a dark book, man, coming out Wreck Planet. How are we going to feel? Are we going to feel... I mean, are we going to
Wait a minute. Is that a thing? Is killed off? Because Malin did drop a little spoiler. He said someone's going to die. A major character is going to die in Wreck Planet.
Malin
so you blame Poppy.
Okay, well, that is true. That is true.
Okay.
Look, some characters were meant to give their lives, and there's an emotional impact when a character that you love and trust has to lay down his or her life for the benefit of the world, and that's what's going on here. I mean, essentially, remember, Salamandroid was told by Chelsin and Bloodhoney, be prepared to die for them, and he said, "Yes, Mama." So,
first of all, I want to say, Poppy, you're a dick for spoiling it. And
Wait
second of all, I want to say, I mean, this is, I think you're going to hit a winner right here because you got a brother giving himself up for his brother. This is, I mean,
it's not decided. It's he never said it was Salamandroid. Let's not read too much into it.
Poppy, Poppy, you're a dick. You're a dick, Poppy. Honestly, that was a low blow, Poppy. You shouldn't have done that to us. And now we've got Rosetta Allen, F to it, ordered a second set. Hail Caesar.
Thank you.
There you go.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
All right, we got David Bowser for $5. I backed Wrecked Planet. No, back Wrecked Planet. In the words of the late formerly great Emperor Palpatine, do it. Right on, man. Cider hype for $2. Hashtag believe in heroes again. Hail Cider. Cider, man, what a talented fellow, honestly. Cider is an extremely talented fellow. Keep your eyes out for Cider hype. Hail, brother. All right, we got Liam Gray in Australia for $2 Australian. Looking sharp, Mr. Van Skyver.
Thanks. And let me tell you something. That means something coming from Liam. He's a very well-dressed man.
Why, Papi? Why, Papi? You do this to me, Papi? I ask your all, Papi. I need 38K.
Malin says, Ethan said it himself on stream, you rotards.
I only need 38K. Papi, help me make 38K by asking on your oar. All right, we got Bat for $2. Nice Mrs. Doubtfire impression. Hell, Bat. Hell, bro. All right, we got Blue Samurai 0. They say never cry over a backup server. What does that mean? Never cry over a backup server.
I don't know.
Never cry over a backup.
Like a computer server or like a server in your restaurant? I don't know.
I don't know. Blue Samurai 0. You got to explain it to me, brother. I'll be watching out for your comments for you to explain it. Thank you, brother. All right, let me see here. We got... oh, no. Oh, no, you didn't. Shinto Ketchup, he says 38K. That's it. Yeah, hold on. I got to turn off the cam for this one. All right, Caesar, you tell me who am I, okay? We're going to play a game. Who am I? Me llamo Credius. I want to make 38K.
You just told us who you were.
Let me, as on your or Papi Melon. Papi Melon.
You told them who you were. I mean, you don't get to guess now. You said, my name is Credius in Spanish.
Ay, Papi. Papi, oh no, Papi. Papi, let me back into Comicsgate. Papi.
You know, Critias was in the Andy Worski stream, and he said something in the chat right before. He's like, Comicsgate means this. Right before one of those guys, that weird guy, talked about the scammer who took $38,000 and ran with it. And that
was like amazing timing. That was like the gods of Comicsgate were smiling down and just like made that happen for all of us to laugh at. You know, it was great.
That was amazing.
Yeah, Matt. You know what? Thank you so much. You know what, Caesar? Thank you so much for what you've done for Comicsgate, for allowing us to buy such a wonderful product. This honeycomb box.
How come there aren't more memes? I don't understand. I haven't been on a Warcampaign show in a little while, but usually you guys have a plethora.
We do.
Of memes that are going to go propaganda.
We do them on D Live now usually because you know we don't need Methwin and the Boyettes Bombers flagging the channel, you know, over harassment.
Right. That's right. That's right. I think we're going to call it, though. Let me see here. We got Rosetta Allen for $2. Good night to my motherfucking brethren. Hail Comicsgate. Hail Caesar. Hail Rosetta. I really like Rosetta. You know that this is a strong woman, man. I really like this lady. A very loyal woman, too. Really good woman. I like her. Level 5 for $5. Caesar holds the Infinity Gauntlet. He snapped his fingers. Only Comicsgate survived. Caesar, give us a couple words before I play out our exit video, man. It's by Ty, and it's called Extinction Event.
Oh, nice. Dude, it's a thrill to be among Warcampaign. You guys are enthusiastic comic skaters. I don't care what these idiots say. You guys have fun on the internet. You guys never go after anyone who isn't going after you. I will stand by you and just point out to these people that all you do, you're innocent. All you do is stand up for Comicsgate and stand up for yourselves. And God bless Warcampaign. God loves Warcampaign. God loves Comicsgate. God loves each and every one of you. That's been made clear today. Today, while some campaigns flounder and cannot reach $6,000, when these campaigns previously were managed by people who were making close to $200,000 in campaigns when they were with Comicsgate. It is clear now. It is clear after today, after the constant 1 year's worth of assaults on me, on Comicsgate, CyberFrog's incredible success as we reach and close in on $300,000 before 12 hours, before the 12-hour mark. It is clear which side God prefers. God loves Comicsgate. God help you if you aren't Comicsgate. Hail Warcampaign. Hail Comicsgate. I'm Comicsgate. So are you. Have a great night, everyone.
Hail.
Hail Caesar.